one of the conversations that we were having was all about toxic family members. There's many things you can choose. You can choose your makeup, you can choose your heels, you can choose your friends, you can choose your lifestyle and your workplace, but you can't choose your family. So what if your family member is one of those toxic people? And when we say toxic, it sounds like a harsh word, but patterns of emotional abuse, physical abuse, being used. Someone actually tweeted me and said, does this count when you get to send a sibling money every other day? That is toxic, I think. When it affects your health, your confidence, your self-esteem, that warrants for this person to be out. Therapists say it doesn't matter who it is. And sometimes it could even be your child, and it's toxic. It's a toxic relationship.
True.
So how do you cut them off? Because we can agree that you need to cut that off.
I think maybe you, as Eric is preparing his voice, but I think I'd agree with you, first of all. Some maybe call you every day for money, you know, like a family member. Yes, they're your close sister or brother, but every day the phone call is, money. I think maybe pace, for me, I'd pace the times we communicate.
Yes.
All right? Because if our communication every day is stressing me out,
like you stress me.
Yeah, like when I see your phone call, I'm stressed.
You're like,
Barbara. Since that is affecting me, I'm gonna push it. Like maybe I'll be hearing from you maybe once, maybe a month.
Yes.
Yeah, right. So maybe I'll be stressed once a month instead of maybe every day.
And when we say cut ties, some people find it harsh because it's like, I'm related to this person. So how do we cut ties?
I'm that person.
I was about to say I'm that kind of person.
Yeah, I'm that kind of
we
person.
We could be here. We could be at our siblings' wedding. We're here. We're present. I acknowledge your presence, but you're not here.
Yes.
So when you put people here, and then now you have to carry them and their energy and whatever they bring, I think it's a lot to take in.
It is.
Because they're not considering you.
Honesty is the best policy. I would tell you, first of all, I'll tell you the reason I'm cutting you off. And like Emmanuel will speak to you with you for once, at least once in a month. I would try not to.
You look lethal.
Yeah.
You look like you would.
No, I would tell you the reason I'm avoiding.
Listen, I don't like you anymore.
You bogged me down with your insistence on asking for money.
Yes.
Or this time your wife has given birth and you didn't know she was pregnant, or you just realized.
There's always something.
Yeah, so these are the time your house has been locked. So your pressure has to be your own, because I have my
I'm
own,
not part of your urgency.
Yes.
So I would tell you, because a lot of us just fold, but we don't say. So I would tell you.
I saw a post, Monique. Someone was asked for money by a relative.
Yes.
A while back, and then he wrote on the post that he thinks this is the person who had been asked for the money.
Yes.
So he said he thinks he was telling the person who does that he thinks God wants him to go through it. So he should just hang in there and learn.
But you guys are focusing on money. It seems to be what brings that culture. It's toxic because you use me. There's being used. But there's other aspects of it. You could have a relative. Somebody that is supposed to be your family. They don't look out for you. It's emotionally or physically abusive as well, but you can't really speak on it because of the virtue of that's my brother. But even as parents, they have that thing where they say, no, that's your sister, that's your brother. You need to, how it is. Calm down. It's never that serious. Is it okay to cut ties?
Personally, I know it might sound off. I would not cut ties.
Yes.
But I would speak to you, as Eric is saying. I'll be very blunt. I'll talk to you. If you're not able to change, I will employ what Emmanuel is saying. Yes. Periodically, I'll try and avoid it, but I can't cut ties. I am so into family and family ties.
Yes.
So I wouldn't want, because the people who I cut ties, I actually cut ties. So imagine I'm doing that to family member.
Even your sister who always wants to sleep with your husband.
Hey.
But no.
You had to go extra.
The adults are here.
You had to go extra.
No, they don't do the most lenient of things, these people,
But that's toxic.
Your money,
Yes.
But that's toxic behavior.
Okay, that is toxic. That is
that's toxic. And
yes,
that's where
I would cut, as I'm saying, I'll tell you about it. I'll avoid you, but I'll not cut ties. That's my sister.
I tell you what would happen.
I do not. I am so attached to family.
I tell you what would happen.
Yes.
And you're so African.
Yes.
Because, it's all about blood is thicker
because
than
if
water.
something happened,
Yes.
I don't expect someone else to come and sort it out.
I think if you don't cut ties for the purpose of disciplining the individual, they'll do something so heinous.
What if it's your child?
That you'll have to cut ties. Like they'll do something crazy the way Eric is saying. Then now you'll have to cut ties.
And if you are a parent, it dictates what you teach your children to allow in their space.
Yes.
You know, you need to teach your child or, you know, anyone around you how to treat you. Yes. And how you should be treated, how you deserve to be treated.
What you allow.
Yes. So you can open the door, but don't come into my house with your shoes on. Just don't disrespect me.
Oh, thank you, Monique, for
it's that
saying
simple.
that. They almost had me for dinner when I said that the last time. I was asking guys not to step on my furniture. And
no,
like,
please.
You're so mean.
No. Please, leave my OCD as is. Love me for who I am.
Friends.
And before I sign out, one last thing that I need to ask you guys. I got another one, and it's when people slide into my DM. Mm-hmm. And I think on the Spice Drive, it's crazy. Like I'm a shrink and a radio DJ. The thing is, I think when people are working, they really don't have anywhere to deposit.
Yes.
So he's probably working. He's thinking, I'm not going home with this information, so I'm just going to DM her.
Yes.
And he says that, his girlfriend doesn't want to get intimate. It's been 2 weeks. And now she says the issue is he does not give her enough attention. And now she wants a break. He wants to fix this. He wants to work it out. But I'm sure the question ringing is, why are we not touching each other? What's the problem?
2 weeks and you're complaining.
Look at Emmanuel. Emmanuel, like 2 weeks is like
They say in
Hunger Games. Have you watched the movie? Hunger Games. It's Sex Madan.
They say that sex is a state of the union.
Yes.
So to test how strong the state of the union is, you check the sex.
Yes.
One of the things that often goes out of the window when the waters start becoming muddy is the sex.
Yes.
So it's a good sign, I would say, that the relationship has began ending before you could realize.
Wow. I'm going to ask Barbara before I leave because she's a woman.
Yes.
Do you think women do that as a manipulation tool just to withdraw the asset?
Sometimes they do that, and sometimes it could be her exit strategy.
Adults in the room. 10 minutes to top of the hour. It's time for me to leave this. Ouch, Dan. Keep it here. Kesho, I will have yet another smashing show, 3 to 7. My name is Monique. You can call me that honey voice. I'll be here 3 to 7. Kesho, same time, same place. Adults in the room, right here.